The countdown to terror has begun.
The signal's getting stronger now. It won't be long.
Come quick! The monster done ate my pappy!
Do you really think this was a bear, Doc?
Highly unlikely. First man on Mars. Once he was human.
There's something shiny in the rock. This is really starting to sting.
Now a bloodthirsty monster, killing and devouring the young. And not so innocent.
Let's take a look at this, huh?
I'm gonna blast the thing back to hell.
Oh, shit!
First man on Mars.
You mean there's aliens out here? Shit. I don't want to get ducted in anal.
This film is not rated.
Or do you want to smoke some pot?
Or we can have premarital sex.
We love premarital sex!
She's done with the campers.
Okay, Ken, listen.
No. You don't understand. I'm looking through a little door. There's a little door at the base of the door. It's some kind of cat door or something, and I can see the. Okay. Let me move so I can see the. No! Look out! Oh God! They're pulling two people out of a van.
Who are they, Ken? Who are they?
There's a bunch of them. They're people, but they're crazy. They're pulling these two out of the van. Oh my God! They're fighting them. They're actually carrying them to the ground in their mouths.
All employees, lend me your full attention.
Hey, it's Jesus.
Your chance of survival increases by following my orders. Your task is simply this. Kill 3 of your co-workers, or we will kill 6 others.
Haven't you ever wished to save someone beyond saving? No matter what the cost? This is uncharted territory. The body has to adjust, of course. We weren't built for this kind of thing. You'd be surprised at the things you find when you go looking.
You know what? What? We're in trouble.
If you could see your path or channel, then you could see into the future, right?
In 2 minutes, we want 30 of you dead. If 30 of you are not dead, we will end 60 of your lives ourselves. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What was that?
Do you know where you go when you die? I do.
Go! Go! Come on! Come on!
Yes! I say yes! Good Lord, folks. Welcome to the Horror Mike Show on this fine and fiendish Frightday evening. I'm your host, Horror Mike. And tonight, we are going directly to Gotham City Comics and Collectibles in Mesa, Arizona, live. Oh, yes. That's going to be happening in about 20 minutes. Okay, but you're going to have to put up with Horror Mike until then. You're not going to like it. No, you are going to love it. If you like that trailer, chock full of 21st century genre films, horror and science fiction flicks from the 21st century. Get ready for next week and the week after, folks, because, yeah, we're taking a trip to the last quarter century. Yeah, 2000 to 2024. Look, we're in 2025. We survived a quarter of a century. Let's take a little look back and see what movies have sprung forth in this last 24-year period. Now, look, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'm a 70s, 1970s, 1980s guy. For the most part, that's my, area right there. However, that being said, and every one of you knows this. And if one of you tries to disagree, I'll tell you you're full of shit. There are some really great genre films that were made in the 21st century. And I would put that number at least dozens, maybe over 50 in the last 24 years. Now, that's really not much when you compare like 70s, 80s, 90s, the amount of great films that were just from each of those decades. That is true. However, that being said, with technology, the way that it just suddenly took off like a freaking rocket at the end of the 90s, mid-90s, end of the 90s, and it just kept going and going, obviously science fiction made a major leap forward, in my opinion. The technology was there. People started thinking about all kinds of things related to virtual reality, the internet, and so forth, cloning, everything, nanotechnology, bio-nanotechnology. And I love that stuff. I'm a sci-fi horror nut. So when a good film comes out, I'm going to watch it and dig the hell out of it, right? Regardless of when it was made, as long as it's not some woke-tard piece of crap. Because if it is, then I'm just going to throw it in the old trash. Okay? That's what I'm talking about right now, my good fiends. That being said, yeah, we're going to start next week. Get ready. Get ready. And I know you're going to want to add some movies. Obviously, these are some of my favorites, and a lot of these are on Tubi. Some of them are not. Okay? Some of them are on other platforms, and maybe a few of them aren't even available on, online as far as rentals go. You can always find it on Footlocker and all that crap. But we're going to be diving into this first quarter of the 25th century. I'm already in the 25th century, folks. Just call me Buck Rogers. Okay. It's been a hell of a day. It still may be a hell of a night, folks. We got a storm coming in. And look, if the power goes out, if the live feed cuts, you'll know I probably lost power or was crushed by Godzilla. One of the two. There's one of the two options there. because he was spotted in the harbor earlier. So I just want to say that to you right now. All right. But yeah, so very soon, folks, we will be joined by Kevin at Gotham City Comics. He's got some new stuff. Now, if you recall the previous shows, some of the most amazing movie props I have seen in a store. Certainly, his store is like a living museum. And he, of course, he sells comic books and comic book related merchandise and film related stuff as well, magazines, books, and so forth. All kinds of stuff. But man, the props this guy gets, like the last time, as I think some of you probably saw, he had gotten in an Invasion of the Saucermen, a full-size Invasion of the Saucerman guy. Absolutely perfect from Distortions Unlimited. And I believe it's still on display in the store. And we're probably going to see that again as we see the other new stuff that is on display at Gotham City Comics and Collectibles, my good fiends. Oh, good Lord. So before that really incredible trailer of the 21st Century films, of course, you had a couple of my films, which also happen to be 21st Century. What do you know? The first one was First Man on Mars. And I had that link here. I don't know what the hell I did with it. Oh, I think I put the link in the chat anyways, but I'm going to further torture you by bringing up the URL, folks. Let's take a look. Yep, there it is. That's First Man on Mars on eBay. Now, it's also on my website, HorrorAnthologyMovies.com. But this Blu-ray, it's signed and numbered, and you have a chance to win one of two movie props that were screen used in the film. Okay, so I'm gonna drop it in again, anyways, folks. I mean, what the living heck? I'm sure I put it up there, but there's the URL for First Man on Mars on eBay. And that, of course, is on Blu-ray. As I said, signed and numbered. Limited, of course. And the next one, the one after that was, it was HorrorAnthologyMovie.com. Oh, God, I'm way out, folks. Mike's been taking his meds, folks. No, just kidding. I wish I was, though. Okay? Wish I was taking some meds right now. But in any case, that's Horror Anthology Movie Volume 1. You can rent it for $2. I mean, it's 2 hours long, folks. 6 original segments. Sci-fi horror, some of my favorite stuff. I direct 3 of the 6 segments, and I wrote them. You're talking bio-nanotechnology. You know, you're talking cordyceps, fungus principle, the real cordyceps principle, and so forth. Lovecraftian horror is in this volume. It's $2. You can't lose. And I'm going to drop that link once again in the chat, too. Just for overkill. That's what I'm saying right now. There we go. There's the link to Horror Anthology Movie Volume 1. Right there. And, of course, naturally, let me just remove that screen. Now that I'm hawking my wares, obviously. I showed this last week. This is my book, 64-page book. It's called Splash of Horror. This is all about pre-code horror comic book splash pages. Oh, yes. I love a good splash page, folks. Don't you? Don't you just love a good splash page? Well, guess what? This book is chock full of great splash pages. Let me just show you. Let me show you what I'm talking about right now. That's Ross Andrew. This is what we actually had mentioned this last week. The 10,000 Years Old splash page, that is by none other than Ross Andrew, who later became probably more famous for Spider-Man, doing the Spider-Man comic book. And then Death Prowls the Streets on the flip side. That is none other than Jack Cole, one of my favorite pre-code artists, of course, who was doing Plastic Man in the 40s, you know, golden age stuff. And he did a ton of great pre-code horror comics, especially for quality comics, a lot of stuff for quality. So this is what you can expect. And of course, below, it gives you all the information about that particular splash page. Let me show you another one. Let's take a trip back to memory lane, folks, because I am losing my freaking memory. There's so much great Jack Cole in here. This is one of my favorites right here. So, God. Check that. Now, that's once again Jack Cole, Custodian of the Dead, which is fantastic. But on the other side, I believe that is Robert Webb art. Dial C for Corpse. And it's this corpse. He's coming out of the ground, and he's got a phone, inexplicably, of course, in a graveyard. And he's calling up his dear wife. And let me just, because I got to read this right. If I don't read it right, then the comedy effect is no good, folks. Okay? Yeah. So he's calling his wife on the phone. He's like, hey, darling, it's me calling from the grave. And she's on the other end. That is, I mean, that's how it doesn't get any better than that, folks. Okay. That's what I'm saying right now. Doesn't get any better. There are so many damn good ones in this. It's practically criminal. It is practically criminal. Look at Miser in the Coffin. And of course, the Devil's Ally. I mean, look at that. That is just some top-notch splash page action right there. Not only that, it doesn't stop there, folks. We go to original art. Well, actually, it's what you would call original art. These are pages that I scanned from Eerie Publications. I got a ton of Eerie Publications, which, of course, they famously reprinted, I don't know, hundreds upon hundreds of pre-code horror comic stories. The Bat in the Brain, Gus Rica. And that is just insane art. What a great artist, Gus Rica. The Girl Who Died Twice. Love that. Incredible black and white stuff. And as you can see, I'm pushing this art to the borders, folks, because I wanted the idea here with Splash of Horror. This is just a typical modern age comic book. But I was like, yeah, screw that, man. As you can see, the art goes very close to the edges. It's about maybe a quarter inch from the edges. So in reality, what you're getting is golden age size, or at least early 1950s golden age size reproductions of these splash pages. And that is Splash of Horror. And this is available now at Indie Planet. So let me drop that in the chat for you guys. You might be interested. You know, if you love horror comic books, I would say this is kind of a must, really. Okay, with the bloody bowls now. We're not there yet. There we are. All right. So there it is on Indie Planet. And let's see. Yeah, it was originally listed at $8.95. I've got it for $8.50 on Indie Planet. You can see a couple of the reproductions. Return of the Ghoul page. absolutely fantastic. Love that. It's another Robert Webb page, Howling Horror from Mysteries Weird and Strange number 6, 1954. Of course, Superior Comics. I've got art by Igershot, but I like 95% guarantee you this is Robert Webb. He just did a ton of the pre-code stuff for Igershot. So there you go, folks. That is Splash of Horror. Did I drop that in there? Am I just a complete idiot? I've lost my mind. There we go. There it is. That is the link, folks. That's indieplanet.com Splash of Horror. There's one. And let me now go to the other one. It's the last one, folks. And I won't be bugging you anymore with my incredible books here. And this is also on Indie Planet. This is a bigger book. It's 126 pages total. And it is Pre-Code Horror Comics, the original art edition. Okay. Now, as it says, 126 page book that features 12 original art stories from the pre-code era and dozens of original art and final full color covers. Included for the first time in print in one book are preliminary sketches and even a few unpublished covers from artists such as Jack Kirby, Warren Kremer, and artists included in this book. Of course, we've got Bob Powell. I think he's got a couple of stories in this one. Lee Elias did some amazing work for Harvey. Howard Nostrand, Bernard Bailey, Robert Webb, L.B. Cole, the one and only L.B. Cole Star Publications. And the list goes on, my good fiends. Hold on one second. Let me grab my copy. All right. Get in there. There we go. Yeah. Let me remove this. This is a copy of that very book, Pre-Code Horror Comics, the original art edition, by yours truly, available on Indie Planet as well as Splash of Horror. And as you can see, for instance, on the back, the quick look here, a little description, and that artwork right there is Warren Kremer for a cover that was never even used by Harvey, and it is freaking spectacular. Just great stuff. Warren Kremer was one of the great artists of the pre-code era. No doubt about that. And, you know, he taught Lee Elias a lot. He taught him all he knew. I don't know about that, but he taught him a lot of stuff. Of course, front cover, that is the one and only Bernard Bailey from Weird Mysteries number 4, the famous dagger in the skull with a weird mutant ant with a human face coming out of it. Oh, yes. Could have been the inspiration for the Outer Limits episode, The Zanti Misfits. Because this was years before that. So, in any case, you've got, for example, let me show you. Okay, here's Bob Powell. I always show this one because it's so good. The Cavern of the Doomed, artwork by Bob Powell. This is, you know, just like those original art editions. You've seen them for comic books, Spider-Man and so forth, Fantastic Four, original art, Rocketeer, and so forth. And this is, it's the same idea, right? But with pre-code horror comics. And there are 12 full-length stories in here, folks. The amazing Jack Sparling a great sci-fi horror tale. Jack Sparling, Invasion. He was just absolutely fantastic. And it is a great story. Just perfect. The very Twilight Zone. Very, very much Twilight Zone. Take a look. After the stories, we get into the covers. And this is something that's never been published in one book, folks. Some of these things have never even been published in a book. Okay? Check this out. Yes, that is the preliminary art by Warren Kremer, and then the final finished Black Cat cover. And you get a lot of these examples in this book. It's fascinating. For me, it's just incredible in that regard, seeing how the original art ended up, what it ended up looking like. Like, here's a great one right here. This is just a Harvey Chamber of Chills. This is just a preliminary sketch by Warren Kremer. And of course, then you got the final cover for Chamber of Chills. He did a lot of these preliminary sketches and he would color them. They're fantastic looking. You don't see these often. Well, guess what? You're going to see them in my book, Pre-Code Horror Comics, the original art edition. Okay. So I've not dropped that link in the chat. Let me do that real quick. There we go, folks. That is the link for Pre-Code Horror Comics, the original art edition. If you are interested, it is now on Indie Planet. It is at the lowest price it has been. So there you go. That is available now. Oopsie. Oops, something fell. Hold on. Good Lord. All right, there we go. All right. Oh, Gotham City is with us. He will be with us in a couple of minutes, folks. Hold on. Let me get over to the chat real quick. There we go. Donald Trump fan club is with us. I think that's Gratu Orloff, folks. It's gotta be. It's gotta be Gratu. Jacob Bornowski's here. Hello, Jacob. 8-Bit Snake Boy is on the scene. Hello, 8-Bit. Radamus is here. Hello, Radamus. How you doing? Right Night 70 is here. And he said that. PBR Street Gang is here. Hello, PBR. Colossus. Yeah, it's been around since the 50s. It was artificial intelligence was coined originally in the 50s, I believe, by a scientist at MIT in the mid-1950s. So it's been around. Eric Boyd is here. It's been a while. Good Lord, Eric on the scene. Igor is here. Igor, good Lord, man, it's been a while. Nice to see you. Are you still in Mexico? Estás en Mexico, mi amigo Igor. Good Lord. God. 8-Bit says the Void was legit pure cosmic horror. You got that right. It's one of the best Lovecraftian films I've seen. It's really quite good indeed. Right, Night? He's doing something there. Crushed by Godzilla. By a giant foot Monty Python. Duck Dodgers in the 24th and a half century. Full Buck Rogers. That's what I'm talking right now, folks. Gotham City rocks. I lost my email and count. Happy right here. Greetings. Greetings, Igor. Great to see you, my good fiend. Okay, now that's the link to Horror Anthology Movie Volume 1. I didn't get my book yet, Splash of Horror. Did they? I mean, they would send you a notice saying they've shipped it, Radamus. That's the one thing. If you don't get a notice, you should contact them, definitely. Looks fantastic, Horror Mike. Thank you, 8-Bit. I appreciate that. Omega Dread is here. Hello, Omega Dread. Sweet, okay. Definitely interested. Excellent, Omega Dread. K. Ojo is with us. Hello, K. Ojo. Great to see you. Fantastic comment. Says equal. There's the Indie Planet Splash of Horror link, folks. And it's this one. Gonna look like this. That's it. Splash of Horror. Now, this is 64 pages. It's all splash pages from the pre-code horror era. What is it about the creepy babes? Why do I love them so? There's the link for this one, folks. Pre-code horror comics, the original art edition. There you are. On Indie Planet. Donald Trump Fan Club, a.k.a. Gratu Orlov, says, that book is amazing. Bought a copy from Gotham City. Excellent, Gratu. I'm so glad that you did. My good fiend. I can confirm the pre-code horror book is awesome. Highly recommended. There you go, folks. It's a testimonial right there from both Gratu and 8-Bit Snake. Testimonials on the book. Happy New Year, fellow horror fans. Crazy Hungarian is with us. Hello, Crazy Hungarian. Good to see you. I picked up all 112 issues of Man, Myth, and Magic magazine. Wow. Holy Toledo. That's a hefty volume right there. Or set of volumes, I should say. A bit skint at the moment. All right. Folks, Gotham City is here, a.k.a. Kevin. So without further ado, let's bring in Kevin at Gotham City live in Mesa, Arizona at the fantastic Gotham City Comics and Collectibles. Hello, Kevin. Oh, shit. What? Oh, wait a second. He was out. Hello, Kevin. How you doing, man?
Good. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you great. Were you just outside observing the sunset?
Sunset's about an hour ago.
Oh, I got you.
Just getting some fresh air.
Then you were just checking out the vampire bats flying around?
I didn't see any bats flying around, no.
But you guys do, I mean, obviously there, man. Mesa, Arizona, you've got to have some caves with some sweet vampire bats. I'm telling you.
There's bats. I don't know if there's vampire bats. At the zoo. I remember seeing them at the zoo.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. So
they drink blood out of ice cube trays.
Oh, nice. That is nice. Well, you know, and at least they're proper vampire bats. You know, that's what I like about them. So, what's been going on at Gotham City, Kevin? Since
it's been a while. It's been 7 months since we last spoke.
Yeah, it's been 7 months, and obviously, it seemed from last week that you'd added a couple of cool items for us to ogle at.
Yeah, I almost broke my arm too getting it in here.
Oh, but holy Toledo! Now, do you say that because of that the fact that it's large, or that it's weighty, or
it's large and weighty? Yeah.
Holy Toledo, folks, get ready! It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Now we're taking a look at some stuff we've seen. Haven't seen that Betty Page. Now you put her up recently, didn't you?
I used to have a couple different ones. This is the one just in her dress.
Oh yes, that's Betty, all right. Well,
she greets you when you open the door.
Oh, well. There you go. You gotta have it. You gotta have it, man. You gotta have it.
Here's a new mask. These are brand new.
Glowing. What does that say? Glowing ghoulies?
Yeah, these are old Don Post sculpts that they resurrected from 60s.
Very cool. What now? Which ones do they have available?
There's 5. There's Carlisle. There's the skull. You guys all know the skull. Everybody knows the skull.
Yeah, that's a nice looking skull.
Halloween 3 made that one famous.
Yeah, of course.
And let's see. There's.
Yeah, I've got it. Matter of fact, I've got that Halloween 3 mask.
This one is, I think, the Creep, something like that.
That is nice. Look at that, folks.
These all glow. They're black vinyl.
Whoa.
Not latex. They're vinyl, so they last forever.
Wow. And look at that tooth. I love it, man. The single snaggle tooth coming out. That's great. That fang. I remember that. I'm going to have to look back now because that just, looking at that, I've seen it.
Yeah, he has a name. I'll tell you guys once we go into the other film.
Okay.
If anybody knows it, guess now, but we'll answer it in a little bit.
Yes. Yeah, that is a nice skull.
This is like cool stuff over here. Universal Monsters. You know, they did Dracula first, then they did Creature, then they did Frankenstein, and Mummy's coming next.
Oh, wow. Well, okay, so the Frankenstein ones are newer than the Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, these are great. The same guy that did Silver Coin. It's an anthology horror, which is really good.
Yeah.
He did this series.
Oh, here, I'm gonna put you on solo, so people can take a better look at that.
Yeah, it was something he wanted to do for a long time, but it never worked out on time. But it worked out this time, I guess, when they asked him to do it.
Cover art is great.
It's 4 issues, and each one is basically an origin on how he gets a different body part, like his hands, his brain, his heart, his eyes.
Nice.
So Mummy, yeah, I'm gonna do a Q&A with all the owners of comic shops and stuff, and the people creating the Mummy in a couple weeks.
Now, it once again, it's the same publisher doing the Mummy.
Yes, it's Skybound, which is an imprint of Image.
Okay, gotcha.
And then I put all the ECs over here. These are hit or miss on stories. Some are good, some are bad.
Okay, so now for folks that don't know, these are the new EC comics that they have put out. And so you have Abyss, which is one, Cruel Universe, I guess. Epitaphs from the Abyss, Cruel Universe.
Yep.
And I have not read one of them, so I don't know. I've seen some of the covers. You know, they look pretty good. It really depends.
Yeah. Covers are great on them.
Yeah.
And then we got the Geiger Universe stuff, which is the best.
Geiger Universe, what is that?
Yeah, it's Jeff Johns' imprint on basically his whole universe that he's creating. It's kind of like old DC characters. Like this guy Geiger is basically like Dr. Phosphorus, the glowing man.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah. And Hyde Street is kind of like it's like Twilight Zone. It's pretty great.
So it's Anthology comics.
No, it's a continuing series. It's all in order. Yeah.
Okay, so it's just one continuous story.
Yeah, It's a whole universe. Let me see if it shows a map in here.
Okay.
I don't want to spend too much time on this, but see if they put the timeline in here.
Some pretty good looking art in there.
Yeah, great art. Yeah, there's no timeline in this, but Gary Frank art, Jeff Johns writing it.
Interesting. God, there's a lot of those issues. Jeez,
Yeah,
Geiger.
it's the best thing in comics right now. My Image sales are up 300%, and my DC sales are down 60%.
Wow.
If that tells you anything.
So what would you describe Geiger as? Would you call it sci-fi horror?
No, it's kind of like he's kind of like a superhero. You know, he's
Well,
it's a little horror. It's a little sci-fi.
okay, so it's kind of just a mixture of all kinds of genres.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, great art. I'll tell you that, man.
And then
Really
we
nice
have all
stuff.
the Atlas Comics reprint books down
Yeah.
here.
I saw that Adventures into Terror recently. And there's some creepy.
Yeah, so there's 4 of those out.
Nice.
And then we do spinner rack with old facsimiles. And then we do horror facsimiles down here. We do creep show.
Very cool.
Let me know if you see something that you recognize, Dan. What's that?
Hey, look at that. Hey, look at that, folks. It's Splash of Horror. Hey, how many issues you got left of that?
I have about 3 of there, it looks like.
Oh, 3 issues. Okay, well, you heard it here, folks. You still got 3 issues of Splash of Horror, my book.
I'm sold out of your other book.
Oh, so you sold out of Pre-Code Horror Comics Original Art Edition. Okay. Yeah. That's quite good. You still got a couple of issues left there if you're interested, folks. Splash of Horror. I noticed that really great Weird Mysteries. That's PS Art Books right there, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That's PS Art Books, Weird Mysteries. Love that Bernard Bailey cover. That's just one of those great ones. Ain't no doubt about it. Very cool. So you've got some LB Cole in there. Very cool. Tales of Horror. Weird Terror as well. The Weird Terror. Yeah.
Action figures.
Yeah, now, okay, so I remember some of these action figures. Maybe they've come out. Oh, yeah, they did come out with more, didn't they?
They have 2 series out, and then they started even doing glow in the dark.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Now that's new. I don't remember that being up. That's new, right?
It could be new since in 7 months.
Well,
but
yeah, 7 months, right? Nice. Now is that a fabric? Is that a?
yeah, it's a blanket. It's covering my drive-through window right now.
I gotcha. Very cool. Nice. Bela Lugosi in person. Mark of the Vampire. Free life-size skeleton for anyone that attends the show. I wonder if that was those classic paper cutout skeletons, hinged skeletons they'd give you. That'd be freaking awesome, man. Excellent. There it is, the Erie Publications portfolio. Now, the last time we were at your store, you had that. I think you had just gotten it, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, they're limited. I only have a couple left.
Yeah, those are really quite cool. Yeah, only 250 made. Incredible. I just love the eerie publications. I remember that one. Remember that art. That is cool. Medusa. Wow. That's groovy. I don't. Did you have that 7 months ago?
No, the sad thing about this company, they're out of Chicago, and since Party City went out of business,
Yeah.
they just didn't. That was their biggest buyer. They just announced that they're closing up shop.
Oh wow, that sucks. Now,
No,
do
Go
those
ahead.
do those mandibles move?
No,
Okay.
but these were all handmade in the USA. Some of
Oh,
the nice.
nice. And what do those run?
Yeah, these are like $50, but you
Oh,
can't
that's
get
pretty.
them now.
Wow.
Closed up. They're trying to sell the. Maybe somebody will buy them and keep them going.
That's really nice. That is a
But
nice spider head.
they've been around for I don't know, maybe 50 years. This company.
God.
That's another one of their masks right there.
That is great. That is one crazy ass looking mask. I have never seen that one.
Yeah, he looks like a maybe a Star Wars character. I think it was
Kind of.
that's when they made him when around Star Wars, around the late 70s. I think they made this guy.
That is insane.
Here's their classic Dracula.
That's nice. Now that is it totally fits. I would totally call that classic Dracula mask.
Mm-hmm.
There is no doubt about it. And they've actually got the hair on there.
Yeah,
That
it's got
is
nice
really
hair.
great.
He's called Count on Me.
Oh, those jokesters. Okay, Godzilla. I don't know if I've seen those Godzillas. Are those relatively new?
Yeah, all this is new. We had to restock after Christmas. We sold almost every Godzilla thing we had in here.
Whoa, whoa!
It's like
And are those little figures right there relatively new to the market?
Yeah, these are brand new. These.
Whoa! Look at that! Whoa! Look, it's Hedora. Holy Toledo! This, AKA the Smog Monster. People, save our Earth! Save our Earth! That was that theme song. What the hell is that? It's a skeleton. That's Godzilla on a crash diet. It is skeleton Godzilla, folks. I can't believe those. Those are hilarious. Okay, now you didn't have that. That is.
I had him. He had a different head on last time you saw him.
Okay, that's Creepshow. And that's yeah, you know, the Happy Birthday to Me or whatever the hell it was called.
The Father's Day segment.
Father's Day, sorry, Father's Day. Yeah. That is just, yeah, of course, old Howard there. Good Lord. Yeah, you had him. He's pretty imposing, right? Cute. Cute. Whoa, Don Post Studios. Now, when did that originally come out? I don't think you had that up.
No, this is new because the company Trick or Treat Studios, they ended up buying Don Post Studios. So this past
nice.
this past year, they've been releasing a lot of stuff.
Oh well, I'm gonna have to check that out. I remember that one. I remember that, or something like it, where there's a snake going out of the guy's mouth.
Yeah, I think it was used in a horror movie.
Yes,
too.
it was.
It might have been one of the Michael Myers. It might have been one of the other masks in the costume shop or something.
Maybe. That's pretty cool.
If anybody knows in the chat, let us know. 'Cause I'm pretty sure it was used in a movie.
Oh, look at that. Now, did you have that one 7 months ago?
I think I did.
Yeah, I think so.
You guys
That
might
is
see.
an insane paint job. Now, is that glow in the dark as
Yeah,
well?
it glows in the black light. It glows.
Black light, yeah. Oh my God, it's a black light zombie. That's freaking great, man. Yeah, the Monster Corner. Still kicking it. Fantastic. Now, the last time I remember you had some, for instance, like, there's another delightful Betty Page. Oh, yes. Ooh. And then, of course, that's the Michael Jackson werewolf.
Mm-hmm. I put a glove in his pocket because I got sick of people calling him Michael J. Fox, Teen Wolf. Yeah.
Okay, now I don't know if that Metaluna mutant was on display.
No,
like
this
that.
is that's new.
And who does Metaluna mutant? Is that also Trick or Treat?
Yeah, but this is based on a '90s mask from a company called Delusive Concepts.
The mutant.
It's a classic from the '90s.
Whoa.
Their take on the Metaluna mutant.
Interesting.
Different from the Dawn Post one they did.
Oh, yes.
And last time you guys saw the Moon Monster.
That look at that moon monster. He looks really good. He looks really good.
Hey,
great paint job.
Watch this. When I hit this button right here, I go to Moon Monster mode.
Oh, that's nice. Look at that. See? So that's how he looks in blacklight.
Yeah, he'll glow like that. Yeah.
Oh my God. That is too good. That is nice. That is now. How much does the moon? He comes with separate gloves, right?
Yeah, comes with hands. Yeah, he's a custom piece. He's a little shop out of Chicago called Devil's Workshop. Guy does like out of a garage. He does these out of a garage, basically.
Yeah, you've shown me. You've shown a few other. You've got a few other Devil's Workshop masks in there.
Yeah. Yeah, like these. He did these.
Yeah, there it is. The Black Cat Mystery. White Heat. Yeah, there you go. That thing is so damn good. They really captured it. They really captured the essence of that comic book cover. That is just fantastic. I hope they do more pre-code horror masks like that.
Yeah, he does them for different... he'll do them as commissions for comic shops and stuff.
Yeah, I bet you they're well, I could only imagine. Geez,
I'd have to produce like 25 of them and sell them for a few dollars each, probably.
Probably, yeah, I would imagine.
And he did the Gale House School.
What now? Which one? Who's this?
The Gale House School. He was based on. See that ad back there?
Oh my God! Yes, of course.
You would send in $1.25 and get the record. That's the original record right there.
Wow, that is nice. So that's their interpretation of the Gale House Ghoul. Wow, he looks really cool. Once again, a great paint job on that. Just really bringing it out, like everything. Very well done. Now, what? Okay, is he the exploding face?
Yeah, remember, and you find out in the book that he's not really human, right? He's a
Right.
robot.
And that was another Lee Elias, same artist that did so he did the exploding face. That's a tricky one because obviously when you look, you're looking at the cover right there, the stuff's flying off of his face as it explodes, but he's captured the actual face very well. That is so cool that he's doing these pre-code faces. I got to tell you, Kevin, I love the masks, these pre-code masks, more than I like those Super 7 little figures.
Oh yeah,
because that's what it is, right? It's the detail. It's it's the cover itself. It's and
with
you can really.
With those figures, you want to keep them in the box. If you take them out of the box, you lose.
Oh yeah, right. You don't. Yeah, you just want to keep them in there. Yeah, that is very cool. I'm really, and so once again, Kevin, he did that as a one-off.
Yeah, I think he made 25. It was probably for a comic shop.
Wow. And what is that skull right there next to him?
That's another elusive concepts from the 90s skull.
Pirate skull.
Like a ghost pirate, yeah.
Whoa. He looks really good. Very good.
Yeah, here's remember the shrunken heads?
Yeah, Vincent Price shrunken heads, man. It was apples, right? They would do the little shrunken heads. Oh my God, he did like the full mask of one of them. That is crazy. Here, let me get. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put up some chats as we go along here because people have questions. Tommy Mayer says, "Is this a store?" Yes, it is a store, Tommy. This is Gotham City Comics and Collectibles in Mesa, Arizona. Now, it is in Mesa, Arizona, but you can also order from the store for mail order delivery.
Yeah, you can just give me a call. Let me give you my phone number.
Okay. There it is. There's the card, folks. And I'm going to. Yeah, okay. So it's 480-649-3065. If you want to call up Kevin about any of the items you see tonight, that's where you're going to hit them right there. Excellent.
We saw him.
Yeah, that is just, the last time I was the first, which was the first time you showed it, I believe, 7 months ago.
This scares more people than anything because they don't even see him here.
Right.
Because you're looking at this wall.
Yeah.
You don't even see him here. You're just at this counter looking at everything.
And it's just the stark realism of that freaking sculpt. I mean, it's hard to believe. I mean, you look at that, folks. Look at the detail on those hands. It's just, I mean, it is. It's like, to me, I would be like expecting the thing, it to be a person, pretending to be a statue.
Yeah, people wait for him to blink all the time.
Right. Yeah, that is so cool. Calabos from Clash of the Titans says 8-bit Snake Boy. Saw that one. Yep, there he is. Exploding face mask is wonderful, says Kevin. Yes, I concur. Vinyl, beautiful piece. Yes, yes. I know. I missed a lot of stuff. God. Okay, there's that.
All right. Here's a new one coming in here. Let me know when you know who he is.
Yeah, he looks familiar. Who
It's a
is it,
movie
folks? Who is
it's
it?
a movie that a lot of people have never seen, which shocked me when I heard. I ask people all the time that come in here if they've ever seen this movie, and nobody has.
Now it's a horror film.
No, not really. It is
Oh,
kind of. If you think
oh,
about it, it kind of is, but it's not really a horror movie.
oh. Can you show us a profile?
Yeah, I want to see who can get it first.
God. It does look familiar. Let's see.
Let me know if you want a hint.
Okay. Oh, there. We got somebody saying nothing but trouble.
Yeah, he got it.
Yeah. Okay. Crazy Hungarian.
Dan
Nothing but
Aykroyd.
trouble. Oh, jeez, Louise, man. Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that one.
I think early
Several
90s.
people.
Early 90s movie.
1991 says KO Joe. Yeah.
Oh.
That's really well done. I wouldn't have got. And there you go, folks. On the right-hand side there, you may recognize that creature from one of my favorite John Carpenter films. I love it. I love that sculpt. That is just absolutely insane. It blows my mind every time I see that thing. It's so well done. So cool. Big Trouble in Little China. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Props.
I heard you talking earlier. I think this is the last thing we showed. This
Yes.
is what I knew 7 months ago.
Yeah, now this is the one you had. Yeah, check that out, folks. That is, of course, Invasion of the Saucermen from the film. And it is from Distortions Unlimited, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. And it's a full-size Saucerman. I mean, the whole thing, man. Look at the gloves, the hands. Look at with the eyes on the back. Everything. It's got all the details. Just stunning. They did such a great job with that. He's still there. He's still there sleeping it off there.
7 months later, he's still there.
Still there, man.
Okay. Here's a new. All right, we see this one, right?
Yes.
It came out, Trick or Treat Studios came out with a new mask.
Oh, whoa. Okay, now that's also okay. What is it? What does the tag say?
Elusive Concepts. That's that same brand that did the Pirate and did the Metaluna Mutant.
And that is okay. And so the Saucer Man. The Saucer Man itself is not trademarked or it's public domain. Anybody can do one.
Well, in the early 90s, Elusive Concepts made this mask, and then recently acquired Trick or Treat Studios, bought their brand and their molds and everything.
Right. So they ended up redoing it. God, that's from the 90s. You're saying?
Originally, yeah. This is brand new.
That is great. Man. And so, what are the now? How much do those things cost?
This one is like $60, so it's not too bad.
Oh, that's
For
not
how
bad
big
at
it is.
all.
I mean, it's huge.
Yeah. Wow.
And that pirate we were looking at earlier by Elusive Concepts,
Yeah.
this is the original one from the 90s.
Whoa, that is cool looking.
So I lost all the beard like the other one had.
Whoa.
There's just barely a little remnants of it.
Nice.
Okay, ready for some new?
Yes, yes.
Stuff?
Let's see.
Maybe you could guess it from the
How
back.
do you like your dog? Chip Creep Napalm. How do you
Chip
like your
Creep's
dog? Chip Creep is in here. Hello, Chip Creep. Kevin says, I love the Saucer Man hands. Yeah, they're really cool. Okay, here we go. It's still, here's the unveiling, folks, here on the Horror Mike Show. Get ready.
I had to turn off the fan to fit him in here.
Oh, there's that tail. No, horns. What the hell am I talking about? What the bloody hell? He looks like a Krampus. He is a Krampus. Whoa, look at that one. Holy Toledo. Whoa. That is just insane, man. Wow. Now, is that a Krampus from a movie?
Yeah, the Hollywood blockbuster one.
Hollywood blockbuster one. What?
Yeah, the one that came out by
just a few years ago.
It came out probably maybe a decade ago by at this point, I think.
Okay, and that was, you mean that? Yeah. Okay, maybe that was the one with Toni Collette.
It was like a dark comedy.
Yeah, dark comedy, really good, really well done. I liked it. That's another one, folks. I'll probably have to put that Krampus on the list, at least the list after for better genre films of the 21st century.
You don't really
I like that. I actually like that. That was
It's a really good movie. You never really see him in it, but what you do see of him is really good.
Yeah, and you do get that shot. It's kind of quick.
A lot of people don't know it. A lot of people don't know it because it's actually underneath it. This is like a mask he's wearing in the movie. It's like Santa. It's almost like Leatherface, like he's wearing a skin mask of Santa. And underneath that is the goat head. But you never see that. You never see that part. You see the horns, and you see this mouth. The mouth is always open. It doesn't move because it's a skin mask he's wearing of Santa.
Yeah.
And I tell people that all the time because they don't understand that part about the movie.
That is weird. Now it makes me want to watch that movie again. I'll have to check it out.
Because he is a goat underneath it, because you can see his hoofs and everything. And you can see his horns. But yeah, it's a Santa skin mask basically he's wearing.
Right. Whoa. Nice. Oh, there we go. Yeah, KO just says that's a 2016 movie. So yeah,
almost a decade, yeah.
Yeah, coming up on a decade. Krampus is amazing. Yes, it is. Wow, amazing. It's 8-bit. With Adam Scott and Toni Collette. Yep, that's the one, all right. Yeah, he comes in at the end. They also show him jumping the roofs.
Right? Yeah, running along the top of the rooftops. That's great.
Yes. Very cool. That's a rather elaborate one right there, man. God.
Here's a bobblehead of it.
Oh, nice, dude. Oh my God. Hilarious.
All right, we're getting ready for the grand finale. Let me
Get ready, folks. Get ready.
Let me get queued up here. What's behind the door?
What's behind the door, folks?
So if you come to the shop, you got to ask if you want to. I'll let you back here, but you got to ask me. This is my little monster museum.
Now, wait a second. You were working on this. This is the thing you were working on. Or you had parts for. Pretty sure. Am I correct, Kevin? The last time
I might have had plans. Yeah,
you showed me some sections of something, and it was not put together.
Okay, let's see if it's.
Let's take a look.
Okay.
Let us enter, please.
Let me cue this up.
Jolting tales of horror. Creep show. From the oval carry the shining computer. Night of the living dead and dawn of the dead. You'll scream. Ghastly grief. Rage at weird kids. And shiver at the doings of evil doctors. This is going to be extremely painful, Mr. Bell. Creep show will grab you, grow on you, and give you the creeps. Oh, this is going to be an entirely new experience. Creep show. The most fun you'll ever have being scared.
Nice. Okay, so that is the full display for the ticket taker, right?
That's a life-size, ticket taker booth based on the poster.
Yeah. Whoa. Nice. Oh, that is beautiful. Jeez Louise. Wow. Very freaking cool, man. I have not. So that now, was this a one-off? Was this a custom thing you had done?
Yeah, Christopher Nelson made this.
That is astounding.
Yeah, look up Christopher Nelson and look how many movies that guy did special effects for.
Very cool. That's perfect. It looks precisely like it. That is beautiful. So everything in this room is Creep Show themed?
Let's look. Let me turn the light
Okay.
off.
Okay. Oh my God. Ah, yeah, of course. There he is. Father's Day. Wow, nice. Got various representations of it. There he is. Yeah, he looks great. Now, is that from the original Savini sculpt, or is that another sculpt?
This is Jeff Death at Death Studios,
Okay.
but it's pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty accurate, from what I recall. Yeah, he looks great. Yeah, of course. Something to tide you over. Those are great.
Got a signed photo back here of him.
Nice. Oh, very cool. Now these were the are these copies of the original lobby cards?
These are newer lobby cards.
Okay.
I got them from one of those horror websites, maybe like Fright Factory or one of those horror companies that that make shirts and stuff. I think these came with a pin set I bought.
That is nice. They look good. Very good repros. And that's the crate. Now that crate was out in the main room.
Yeah, we used to have the crate out in the main room.
Yep. There's the act there. I mean, there is a extremely realistic repro of the crate from the freaking Creepshow movie, folks. I love that. And that was the whole thing, the Arctic expedition. That is so damn cool because he ties it into, of course, Lovecraft. The whole thing, the freaking at the Mountains of Madness. Fantastic, 1834. I can't hold my breath. I can hold my breath for a long time. The Thing in the Crate. Fantastic stuff. Yes. Wow. Wow.
Look, even has the rat in the pocket.
Look at that rat. He's hilarious. That is great. He looks freaking great.
Yeah, you can actually. I can take him out of there and actually get in there if I wanted to through the back.
Damn.
That's how big this is.
Now, have you considered doing something like, a motion controlled thing where somebody walks up to it and it says, like, how many tickets, please?
That's a good idea.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Just to, like, freak some people out. It's all there. It's all there, man.
Okay, so we've seen a couple new things. And I got one more thing. That's pretty big.
Oh, cool. Cool, man.
From one of my favorite movies.
This is absolutely fantastic. So this is just basically, I mean, I see some other stuff, but a large part of this room is devoted to Creepshow.
Yeah, I could turn this into all Creepshow if I wanted.
Right.
I mean, I still haven't finished hanging up stuff on these walls. I'll just show you real quick. There's a
yeah, look at that. Nice.
Still poster, and it's signed by Romero and Savini.
Jeez.
There's an original animation cell with a sketch drawing in it.
Oh, yeah. Right. Look at that. God.
Here's a Creepshow blacklight poster. Mr. Pratt right there. When you hit the black light on, you can see the roaches all over him.
Of course. Oh, that is great.
And then we got the Crypt Keeper, of course.
Yeah, there he is.
We've seen him before, though.
Yes, yeah, he's really great.
We've got some other masks in here.
Oh, nice. Now, is that another creep mask right there? That one on the left with the eye coming out?
This one? Yeah, it's it's another Dawn Post.
Right. Wow, that's cool. The eye is great, man.
Yeah, it's great. Like, you can have him looking at stuff. Like, he's looking at the creature out the window here.
Yeah. That is great. Beautiful.
This Executioner mask is great.
Ooh, yeah.
If you watch Pete's Big Adventure in the magic shop in that movie, he's got one of these on the wall.
Oh, very cool. What is that? Is that Clash of the Titans? What is that on top there? That guy.
Yeah, that's the Kraken right there.
The Kraken from Clash of the Titans, right. Okay.
And here's Medusa.
Of course.
We might have seen those already.
I don't know. They're really well done. Really well done.
We got Top Stones up here.
You know, those are originals, right? Or they're
some are originals and some are remakes.
Whoa.
Like, there's an original mummy next to a remake mummy. There's original Creep Beat next to a new Creep Beat.
Wow.
Cyclops, I don't have an original Cyclops. There's an original Dracula, an original pirate, a remake witch, an original werewolf. There's a shock monster remake.
Yeah, now who did that shock monster remake?
Yeah, it's Trick or Treat Studios. This is brand new.
Okay, now wait a second. Okay.
These are both the same mask. One's just painted different.
Okay.
The one on the right is the one if you order it from Trick or Treat Studios you'll get.
Yeah.
And this one on the left.
Yeah.
I got this straight from the guy that sculpted it for Trick or Treat Studios, and he painted it in a way that would have been
the old school.
Yeah.
That looks better.
Yeah.
That totally looks better.
Well, then this week they released their I'll show you. They released their Halloween trick-or-treating pail. So a bucket, right? A candy bucket.
Yeah.
Shock monster.
No way.
And this even looks like more like the original mask.
Yes. Whoa. Wow. What? And so now, are you selling the buckets?
Yeah, the buckets are $30.
Yeah, it's really well done.
Worth every penny, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a nice bucket.
that is so well done. I mean, it's one of my favorite masks of all time. Shock Monster. There's no doubt about it. I've always loved it. There's just something about it. You know, it's got everything. Got everything going for it. God, that looks really good. It captures the primitive quality, you know, and it just looks really freaking good. Damn. Wow.
All right, then that's a new Devil's Workshop based on the comic books, the Grim Witch.
Okay. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Yeah. Tor, I loved look at those two folks. You got your Universal Monsters Mole Man, So good. Love the way they did the Mole Man. Love now that is also Trick or Treat, the creature from the Black
These are all
Lagoon.
These are all Don Post sculpts right here.
But
This
are they
next row.
who actually made these though?
Don Post did in 1998. They came out with a series of their calendar masks.
Are you saying these are the originals?
Original sculpts, original mold, but a recast from '98.
Okay. I like the paint job on that. That's really hot.
Yeah,
It's a lighter green than the Trick or Treat. And I think it brings out more of the details. That looks really great. Yeah, that looks like Bela Lugosi. You know, that mask right there. It's got, they captured his face. As much as you could do with a mask, let's put it that way. Yeah. Very, very cool. So these are all from those Don posts.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely incredible. So good. Yeah, now I think you showed that one the last time. I think you had it.
Yeah, and we showed it in Glow earlier at the beginning of the show.
Right.
The recast in Glow that they're doing now.
Yeah. Okay.
And here's one of my best masks I own. It's an '83 Don Post. Still tagged. Still has the original tag that you would have gotten at a mask shop in 1983.
Wow. Nice.
Perfect unworn example.
It's amazing. Yeah, it is amazing. Because obviously, well, from '83, that's still 40 plus years old, man.
Yeah. It was filled with foam so that it's still here.
Right.
Otherwise, it would have been gone.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, you
It's
got to
been filled
do
with
that,
foam.
man. Otherwise, they just get totally screwed.
Yeah, it would have been disintegrated.
Yep, that is the way to do it.
And then I got the matching hands from '83 that are foam filled.
Very nice. Yeah, those hands look great, man. They're in great shape. Dan Clowes used that shock monster mask in his story graphic novel Caricature. The shock monster bucket is a deal. Yes, I totally agree. I love that shock monster bucket. The Bela Lugosi mask looks like a horror mic. Okay, I think I'll take that as a compliment.
You saying it looks like you?
Yes.
Or he was telling you it's a horror, Mike.
Yeah, I think he was telling me it looked like me, which is fine. I'll take that.
Oh yeah, let's compare the Metaluda Mutants. That's that new one that just came out.
Yes.
From a '90s sculpt, and here's the Don Post sculpt.
Wow. Now, okay. But that's a Don Post sculpt. But when was that actually cast?
Oh, '98. Because I think the original one in the '60s, I don't think it was as tall.
That is beautiful. I love the paint job too. Really, really cool.
All right, now last thing I got to show you guys tonight.
Okay.
Is from the '80s. Twilight Zone.
Jesus. The 1980s Twilight Zone movie, folks. Get ready. rabbit out of the hat. God. It's a Good Life. What was it? What was the episode? That's
It's a
right.
Good Life, I think, was the original name of the episode. Yeah.
Yeah, It's a Good Life. Yeah, written by Jerome Bixby, who also wrote It, the Terror from Beyond Space. Remember that one? He wrote the actual screenplay. Amongst many other things, he was a great science fiction writer. Look at that. Whoa. That is just brilliant.
Such a good movie, and it doesn't get any play. It was plagued by all those bad things that happened during the filming of it.
Yeah, of course, the tragic, Vic Morrow. Yeah, I love that Joe Dante, as I recall, directed this particular segment.
Yeah,
It's
so
It's a
good.
Good Life, and very, very well done. I love the animations in there.
You got
Everything.
Nancy Cartwright's in it, the voice of Bart.
Yes. Yeah, and I think
the original guy does a cameo. What's his name? Bill Mooney.
Yeah,
He
Bill
does.
Mooney.
He does a cameo at the beginning. You see him at the arcade. He's at the diner playing the arcade machine.
Yeah, I think it is. Isn't it? Who is it? Is it? Maybe I'm getting confused. Is it Kevin McCarthy? Who's the father?
Yeah, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Yeah, he's the
Invasion of the Body Snatchers. He's the uncle, right?
Yeah,
he's the uncle.
He's the one that has to. Come on, uncle. He makes him pull the rabbit out of the hat.
And I think he was in the original one as well as a character. He may have been the dad. I'll have to look at that.
Yeah, he's definitely in the original one too. Yeah.
Now, who made this?
All right. I have two pieces that the same guy made. So my the Thriller Werecat is same guy made it, and the Joker same guy made this.
Oh man, it
so
shows.
His name's Patrick McGee. He's the lead guy at Universal Studios, the Horror Nights, the Hollywood Horror Nights that they do.
Oh,
he's in charge of that whole operation.
That is just amazing. It looks like it's getting ready to move. I swear to God, just like the Joker. It's got that thing that when you look at it, it just looks like it's gonna attack you, basically.
Yeah, he used to live out here in Scottsdale, Arizona, before he moved to Hollywood.
Whoa. Now this is the thing you had a problem bringing it in.
Both these things I had a problem, but this thing almost broke my arm.
Oh, I imagine. Yeah. I mean, geez Louise, man.
This thing it comes apart like this podium's part of it, and then this hat, has this. That's where the illusion is. This thing lifts off, and there's a
thing in the
metal. There's a metal support that holds all this together.
Right. Wow. That is beautiful.
Oh, there's the gremlin on the wing up there.
Oh yeah,
that was a great segment. I mean,
yeah. Oh, absolutely. Okay, and to the right, of course, that's Uncle Creepy. Now, I don't know if
you could call him Uncle Creepy, or you could call him, the guy from, the animation part of Creep Show. That remember the animation part of it?
Right. Well, in Creep Show 2,
yeah,
he's animated, and then it's Tom Savini that becomes the real guy, the real character.
Yeah, so
you're right.
This would be like the animation part.
Right, it is. Okay, it does have a vague resemblance to Uncle Creepy, but it's definitely that guy from Creep Show 2. That is great. Wow, this looks amazing. That rabbit is too good. God.
Yeah, so he's like, 8 feet tall to the ear.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, you gotta be.
I mean, he's almost to the ceiling.
Wow. And so, how long, for instance, with something like this? I think you had mentioned this the last time with the Joker sculpture, but how long does it take this guy to do like something like this?
I'm not sure. I never asked him that question.
But does he tell you like, okay, look, I'll have it ready in 6 months? You know what I'm saying?
Ready. This was ready when I bought it. It was the one that was on display, and I bought it. And then at the end of the show, my friend Kyle, who made that Krampus we just looked at,
yeah,
he made that. And my friend Kyle, who made that, he brought this back from California to me in his trailer.
Oh, I see. Right. Now, how is that constructed? Like, for instance, his arms, is that foam?
Yeah, it's latex like it's latex foam filled. You can feel that it's filled with foam. I'm guessing there's probably a metal armature in here.
Right. Okay.
Keep it straight.
Classic. Pretty classic. Yeah. It's beautiful. that face, it captures it perfectly. That is exactly how I remember that freaking rabbit, man.
Every Easter, I post pictures of him.
Oh, yeah, that's a must. That is a must. Let's take a look here. We got a few comments here. That's wild. Yes. KO Joe is freaking out. The rabbit is bitching. I love that scary rabbit. It's a good life. Such a great story. Yes, fantastic sculpt. Jerome Bixby. Cloris Leachman is in that episode too. Yes. Demon Rabbit belongs to the Evil Dead franchise. Demon Rabbit. I don't know where he's going with that, but 8-Bit says, thanks so much for the tour, Kevin. Such a great store. So much fantastic stuff. It is, yeah. Absolutely is. Absolutely, just every time there's just amazing new. I wasn't expecting this. That is just like something else. Now, where is he? Can you pull back and show us where is he in relationship to, like, in the store?
In the store, you wouldn't see him. Let's go back out.
Okay.
In the store, most people only see they see this and they want to come back here. If I had this door open.
So when people go into the store, Kevin, then like to get into the room, I mean, if they, if the door's closed, then how do they know? Or is there do you ask them if they want to see more? Or how does that work?
They'll usually come back here and they get scared about right here.
You just leave the door open.
Yeah. They usually stop here.
Right.
But I'll let you back here. I'll let you back here. I just don't want you back here by yourself.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That is just beautiful. What a great display. God. Man, it's just hard to believe. Beautiful. There it is, the shock monster Halloween bucket. Okay, yeah, and also too, before you fly here, Kevin, let's go. Let's show the card with your phone number again.
Oh yeah, I think I put it in my pocket.
People can contact you. Also, too, Okay, there it is. Yeah. 480-649-3065, folks. And the website is batcavecomic.com. I think I'm correct with that.
Yeah, if you go there, there's links to everything on there.
Yeah.
I
just
don't
put that.
sell. I don't sell much on there. Like I have T-shirts and stickers, but
Right.
I can't put all the comics and everything. I'm just one person.
Oh, sure. But people can go there, and
They can
they
go
can
there.
also contact you from there. That's the
Yeah.
thing, because they'll find you, like for instance, on Facebook and so forth. You know, so that's the place, folks. If you want it, you can call them at that number, or you can go to batcavecomic.com, which you will get the phone number and other places where Kevin is at.
I
I've
thought it was
seen that.
cool. Walmart put this out.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that at Walmart. Matter of fact, I think I may have. I don't know where the hell it may have been a Walmart here in town. I think I saw one of those things. It looked pretty good too. They look decent.
It's cool. He for some reason every time I look at him, he looks mad, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Well, I mean,
he's supposed to look like this. I think it's his hair going over his eyebrow. His hair is looking like an eyebrow.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's not an eyebrow. That's his hair. But if it's made to look, it's looking like an eyebrow. When you put your eyebrows up like that, you're instantly mad.
Okay, so So Kevin, that's a little figure inside there, right?
Yeah, there's like a little.
Oh, I guess it's like a little plastic top.
It's the size of a VHS, yeah.
Yeah, right. It's like a VHS tape or a VHS box. Yeah.
I just had to get one, even if I just put it right here for one picture. It was kind of cool.
Sure. Very groovy. Very groovy.
Oh, here's the ashtray.
Now, what is that ashtray?
Well, in every segment, you can find the ashtray. It's like an Easter egg.
In every segment of Creep Show.
Yeah, it's almost like a game you can play if you don't know.
Yeah, I remember it in Father's Day.
Oh yeah, because she hits him with it, right?
Right. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, try to find it in all the other ones. It's there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
it's harder to find in all the other ones.
Radamus has a question. He says, when you're alone in the store, do you hear things that creep you out?
No. This stuff doesn't creep me out. It's
like the stuff you love, for God's sake.
Yeah.
8-Bit says, amazing store. Shame you are 5,200 miles away from me. Yeah, 8-Bit is in the UK. So that is just great, man. Absolutely awesome store. Great additions, Kevin. You just keep,
maybe next time I'll have the hallway done.
That would be fantastic. Yeah, I'd love to see that. That'd be great, man. Absolutely.
We could put on black. Maybe we can have lighting, the hallway, and all kinds of lighting done. Because I got black lights and everything.
Ooh, nice. Oh yeah, there we go.
We can
excellent.
We can make it like a dark light. A dark light in here. We can put black lights.
Cool. Very cool.
Look at that witch.
Whoa. Can you get a little closer? Yeah, there we go. Whoa. Nice. That is beautiful, man. Just great stuff. Oh yeah, look at that.
Can light it up, make it look like a dark ride.
Man, yeah, no doubt. Whoa. Man, that witch just, that thing
Yeah, the
is
witch.
blazing.
They used black light paint. It was paint especially made for black lights on this.
That is just something else. That is something else, man.
The bucket looks pretty good too.
The bucket's, look at that. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Of course.
What's this bucket?
Whoa. Okay, so that is that technically black light paint on the bucket?
Seems like it.
Yeah, because it is definitely, it's got that glow going for it. But it looks normal without the, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't think like, oh, that's black light paint.
No.
In normal light. So it's kind of like, it's very successful.
A lot of the stuff I didn't even know would glow. That pirate, I didn't know that was gonna glow.
Yeah, that is weird. That it's that orange. Yeah, there's orange. That orange freaking blacklight paint, man. This stuff is fantastic. That witch looks like it's backlit.
Yeah.
That's how powerful that thing is, man. Whoa.
And if you have something that glows in the dark, it charges good with these black lights.
Nice. Nice, man. Great stuff. Oh, 8-Bit was asking if we can see the roaches on the Creep Show poster.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea.
Okay.
There. Have him hold it.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. I'm seeing them.
Let me charge it up.
That is great. Oh, yeah. Nice, nice. Wow.
That was a great segment.
Oh, it is. Yeah, they're all great, man. I love all the segments. The crate might be my favorite, but still, I love all the segments.
Yeah, my favorites have changed over the years. I used to not like the Roach one, and now it's one of my favorite ones.
Oh yeah, it's just the thing about the crate is Hal Holbrook and Fritz Weaver. They're acting in that, and also Adrienne Barbeau. You know, she's fantastic too. But in particular, Fritz Weaver and Hal Holbrook, the way that they interact, it's astounding. It's like, you know, and like you could just say, yeah, Oscars aren't worth a crap. I know. However, Oscar-worthy performances. There is no doubt about that. When you watch that segment, those dudes are just there's nothing better. It's just top-notch acting. And of course, it's, you know, George Romero directing. One of his best films, you know. Ain't no doubt about that. That is beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, Fluffy. Fluffy, are you in there, Fluffy? Nice, man. Yeah, so I'm going to do a condensed version of this show, Kevin, where I just take this video and chop it, you know, make like a 25-minute segment, which will probably come out next week, you know, and I'll have all of the stuff, the links and so forth. But there's just too many great things. It's like this is another one of those live segments that I gotta do a condensed segment for. It's fantastic. It is absolutely fantastic. Beautiful. Oh, the teeth. It's the teeth.
There's a different puppy. I don't think I showed this one.
Tell him to call you Billy. God.
Yeah, Tom Savini. I had this commissioned, and when you commission from my friend, you got to buy like 5 or 10 of them, copies of them.
Yeah.
So I was selling them at a horror convention, and Tom Savini came up to me and bought one of these.
Whoa. Wow. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
It looks great, man. It looks freaking great.
Yeah, I always hear mixed reviews about Savini and meeting him in person. Sometimes he's cool, sometimes he's a jerk.
Yeah, the few times I've met him, he was totally cool. It was strange. The last time I ran into him was at a horror convention, and it may have been in Atlanta. And it was just when COVID broke out. I mean, just when. I'm talking about, it was like February before everything went really nuts, but people knew about it. And so I was like, at the time, I didn't even think anything about it. And I went to shake his hand, and he was like, okay, let's just keep it to a fist bump.
Yeah.
That was when people started thinking, oh, this is going to be bad. I've never seen. Where'd you get that? What is that freaking gorilla, man?
This is a 60s sculpt, but this was made in the 80s, but it's a 60s sculpt of King Kong.
That is so wonderfully primitive.
Yeah, that's why I like him. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. God. Whoa.
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, but Savini's a cool guy. It's like anybody.
Yeah.
You can catch somebody on a bad day; they're gonna seem like a jerk.
Savini. I think Tom Savini is just one of the greats.
Yeah.
In genre films. As a matter of fact, I've got this certain thing about the original Friday the 13th. The 1980 film. The Sean Cunningham film. I love that film. And of course, Tom Savini did the bulk of the makeup effects, special makeup effects in there. There you go, Camp Crystal Lake. And it's just that he's been around for so long. It's incredible, man. That guy was, doing it in the 70s, for Christ's sake. And he's, as far as I know, he's still doing conventions, right? So it's been like, let's say at least 75 to, God, 50 years, Kevin. That dude is going on 50 years, either directly doing movies, doing masks, all that stuff, or at the very least doing the convention circuits every year.
And don't forget his school where he's teaching the next generation.
And he's got the Tom Savini School. I've got at least one of his books, which is great, man. I think it's Grand Illusions.
Yeah, that's a great one. And then Just Desserts is a great book, and
he's also there's a couple of videos.
Yeah,
I think they kind of correspond to the books. Yeah, there's Merman.
Fiji Mermaid.
Yeah, Fiji Mermaid.
There's Joe Boo from Major League.
Damn.
There's a little Zoltar machine.
That's great. I love that camera. Look at that freaking thing, man. Now that looks like a newer camera. Like maybe that's a 90s camera.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he looks really cool. It's the eyes.
This is a great Swamp Thing.
Yeah, that's nice.
What's his Dick Durock?
Dick Durock.
That was the actor's name.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That looks great. That looks very good.
Yeah, he was great. That suit was probably over 100 pounds that he had to wear.
You're talking about the original movie with Adrian Barbeau.
Yeah, and then he made a TV series too.
Right.
Movie. Wes Craven.
Yeah, Wes Craven. Incredible, man. Is that Kirby on the ceiling?
Yeah, one of those black light posters.
Oh, look at that Kirby. Just beautiful. That is great. That's great, man. Oh, 8-Bit has a question. He says, the Swamp Thing is fantastic. How much?
That Swamp Thing, it was hard for me to track that down because I saw pictures of it online, and I knew somebody out there must have that mold, and I was able to track it down. I can put you in contact with him and see if he'll make one for you.
All right. Well, 8-Bit, if you're interested, go to Kevin's site, batcavecomic.com, and contact him through there.
Through anywhere, Facebook, Instagram, or call me, and I'll send you the guys who owns that mold. I'll send you his information, and you can contact him. That's what I did. I just called him out of the blue and asked him if he still had that mold, and he said, "Yeah, I still have it. Let me see if I can pull a good copy out of it." And he pulled one out of the mold, and he said, "Yeah, I got a good copy out of it. It's still good mold." And
Excellent.
He said he gave me a price to paint it and everything, and
it looks really good.
Yeah, and there's also this guy that made the HBO Max version of Swamp Thing that only lasted one season.
Oh yeah, now you had that before. Yeah, that was and I like the other one. I gotta say, I like the Wes Craven. I like the movie, that film more than that series. I watched some of those episodes, and it was just too woke DC for me personally. I liked the way he looked. I liked the way he looked a lot. But
the way
I
he
just
looked
did
and
not
the
like
special
the
effects and everything, and the body horror they used. It's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, I just did not like some of the characters.
They blew their budget on that thing.
They did. They definitely did.
They thought they were going to get a tax rebate for filming it in Georgia. They didn't get the money.
Oops.
They didn't get the money they were supposed to, so they canceled it. It was just one season.
Wow.
But they filmed every episode like it was a movie.
Yeah, it was big budget. Definitely a big budget endeavor. No doubt about that. Excellent, Kevin. Thank you so much for doing this, taking us on a tour. I remember that. Yeah, Adam West signed.
All right, let me leave you with one more thing from Adam West. He signed this for me before he passed away.
Whoa, the bat belt. Whoa, check that out, folks. Now, I never saw that.
Yeah.
Is that relatively new?
Well, I got it framed and hung it up here for the first time.
Wow. There it is. There's the good Lord. Now, that's a replica bat belt.
Mm-hmm. And the Batarang. Yeah.
Right, the Batarang. That's great. Whoa. beautiful.
Yeah, it's
That is
gigantic.
beautiful.
It's a gigantic frame.
Yeah, that's huge, man.
Plexiglass. They don't use real glass if it's that big.
Yeah. That is beautiful. Excellent, man.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll leave you with
many
that.
thanks.
If you have any questions, yeah, reach
Many
out.
thanks.
I'll give you my
Yeah.
phone number again. One last time.
There you go, folks. 480-649-3065. BatCaveComic.com.
All right, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you, Kevin. I really appreciate it, man. Your store is somehow even getting better all the time. I was blown away the last time, and you've just outdone yourself. It's incredible. Many thanks, and we will see you soon, man.
Yeah, maybe in another 7 months, maybe it'll look even better.
Absolutely. Would love to get you back on. Well, have a good one, man, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Okay, man. Wow. It's always astounding looking at Gotham City Comics, folks. I just haven't really seen anything like that, you know, in a store. Let's put it that way. You go into a store. I just have never seen anything like that, even in Los Angeles. You know, I mean, I don't know how it is now, but 20, 30 years ago, I mean, when you would expect it, obviously they have stuff that's more museum oriented in LA, but as far as comic book shops, that type of thing, I've never seen anything quite like Gotham City Comics, you know. Kevin had a Batman utility belt in the 60s. Excellent. Yes, absolutely fantastic tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And next week, get ready, folks, because we're diving into the 21st century. Oh, yeah. 21st century sci-fi and horror films. Bring your favorites and we'll talk about them. But it's going to be a hell of a show. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. And as always, I've got to leave you with a little bit of Torgo Hot Babes. Everybody have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.
But actually, the master is not away. He is here with us. So I don't know who else is watching the place. I am Torgo. I watch after the place while the master is away. The master is here, so I have no idea who's watching the place. You know the jig. I look after the place, yada yada. The master is with us, so I don't know who's watching the place. One of those will be a good take.